So in this video, I wanted to talk about energy and a very profound key aspect to understanding manifestation. Hello, my name is Imran, and thank you so much for watching, consuming this content in whatever format that you are. I'm so blessed and grateful to have you. Please like, share, and comment. Help me out so that I can get my message out and so that more people can get access to these teachings. If, of course, you like them and enjoy them and feel like it has some value for other people, including, and more importantly, for yourself. I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm a transformation coach and specialist. I help people attain whatever level of self-mastery that they are looking for, and I provide all the tools necessary to do so in the single fastest way possible. And that is the single most important endeavor that any person could ever choose and want for themselves, because you are the source of your reality. It's just as simple as that. All the conditions and programs that are running you are responsible for how you perceive and interact with the world. And those belief systems are filters that impact your decision making, impact what you're able to accomplish, what you're able to achieve, and the types of experiences that you have. It has nothing to do with the location, demographic, or situation under which you grew up. That definitely does have an impact, but the impact that it has is the programming that you received. And every single situation that you were born into, regardless of how good, bad, or indifferent it is, it's perfect for you and is the exact situation and circumstance that you needed, that your soul wanted to have in order to get the most out of this life. So it's your choice what you do with that. So energy. Okay, look, everything's all energy. All of creation is all energy. It's scientific fact. If you look at everything from a subatomic level, it's all energy. It's all proven scientifically. Google it, do whatever you need to do. So if every single aspect of creation is energy, then what makes reality the reality that it is? Well, very simply, it's that energy vibrating at a different rate, being concentrated and focused into a specific vibration, into a specific outcome that is being desired or being manufactured and created at a higher level of reality in other dimensional and higher dimensional realms, up until you get to the very top, which is actually all encompassing of everything, where you have, the God level, and that created it all and is actually everything. So the material world, the physical realm or reality, is nothing more than focused, concentrated energy. And that is a key aspect of manifestation. Because when you're able to harness that energy and you're able to focus that energy into a vision, into something that you're wanting to manifest or create in your life, then you are quite literally summoning the forces of creation, of God, that infinite energy that you're able to tap into. And you are starting to manufacture that reality and drawing it to you from all the resources that the universe has available to it, in this particular case, on this planet, or in this dimension, or this realm of reality. Now, I use the word visualization, and a lot of people In the manifestation world, they have their vision board that they might use. I know of some computer software programs that will also flash images in front of you representing, I don't know, whatever it is that you're wanting, happiness or money or the vacation, and flashing vacation images or money images in front of you and all of this sort of stuff. And no offense, but that is the slow road. It really is the slow road. And it may work, but most of it's placebo. And the reason why I say that is because you already have the full power of creation inside of you, meaning that you're manufacturing that. So if you focus on something that you want to create in your life, you will make it happen eventually, no matter how many blocks or how difficult it is and how many obstacles you go through. Success is guaranteed to every single individual. But here's the caveat. What most people are wanting is not what is for their highest good. And that's where the problem lies, that most people on this planet have deviated and are disconnected from who they truly are and who they were born to be. And so therefore are wanting to create and manifest what has been programmed into them by society. But then to make things even worse, you have all these programs and all these limitations inside of you that are actually running 24/7, preventing you from being able to manifest and create everything that you would ever want. Make all of your dreams come true. And that's the reason why it takes so much resilience and so much of that hustle and grind mentality and real amounts of work and real, you know what I mean? All this, like, you know, it's like, you know, and that's the reason why most people give up. And that's the reason why most people don't do it. Now, the question is, if it wasn't meant for you in the first place, then aren't those blocks and those resistances and those protection mechanisms that you're putting up unconsciously a good thing? Perhaps. Now, obviously, you need to discern whether it's self-sabotage, because self-sabotage is very real, where you unconsciously don't believe that you can have that and feel like if you have that, that it's going to create more work or it's going to hurt you or harm you or take away from some of your time. Or maybe you have programs that are contrary to that, even though that's what you consciously want to create. At the same time, it could be the universe and you unconsciously preventing yourself from going down a path that would deviate you from the true path that you're meant to take and have available to you. It's a really, really important concept, because a lot of people talk about that one, but they don't talk about the fact that it might be just the universe helping you out. It's really, really important. And then, because usually a lot of people, when those sort of things happen, they blame themselves and they go, well, why can't I? Why is it that I'm not able to manifest? Why is it that these people can and I can't? This is what's insidious about the online world, especially, you know, I'm in an internet marketing world and all of that sort of stuff. You know, people selling products and services and things like that they don't even believe in, that are just crap. And they have zero conscience around it, you know, but they're able to market it. They're able to sell these courses and programs and make it sound like you're going to become a millionaire tomorrow. And then you buy it and you realize, oh my God, it's so overwhelming and all of this. And you don't really want to put the effort in, or you can't put the effort in because it's not really what excites you. The money was exciting. The idea of getting free money was exciting, or for little work. But the actual real work doesn't excite you because it goes against the very nature of who you truly are and who you were born to be. And so these course creators are Yes, I understand the mechanisms of selling. I understand the point that you want to make money and all of this. But there is a little bit of, there's a lot of misleading information out there. And a lot of people are chasing a rainbow, and they're not chasing or spending enough time going within and figuring out the real truth, figuring out who they truly are, figuring out what really makes them passionate and happy, and soliciting the help of their higher selves so that they can manifest it and create it in their lives quickly, fast, with ease, and ride the wave and have literally the whole universe assisting them in that process. Now, one of the keys to manifestation that a lot of people don't really talk about, it is becoming more and more well-known in some of the more high-priced courses and programs and so forth, is that you need to bring the emotion in to whatever it is that you're wanting to create. In other words, if you're not excited and you're not passionate about it, there's no energy to pull you towards it and to bring it towards you. And if you have negative energy, like, oh, this is so laborious and so difficult, and oh my God, then what do you think is going to happen? You're going to be repelled. You'll never, ever, ever be able to make it happen. But the more passionate and excited you are, the more emotion you're able to put into it, the faster it will happen and the quicker you will create it and bring it and summon it into your life. Why? Why is that? Well, if you've watched some of my other videos, you'll know that emotion is energy in motion. So the emotional body that humanity spends most of its time repressing, suppressing, holding back, taking medications that repress and suppress it, and all of that sort of stuff is extremely damaging. Extremely damaging. Damaging beyond what anybody could ever possibly imagine. And that's the reason why mental health issues and anxiety and depression and all that sort of stuff is rising. Not only because the world itself is getting crazier and crazier, but that's another story, and you can find out more information about that in my other videos. But if people were taught and given permission to cry when they need to cry, to have a hissy fit when they need to have a hissy fit, to beat out the anger, to release and let go of the emotions from birth, most people would not be as messed up as they currently are. Because that emotion is energy. It's negative energy, if it's negative emotion, right? That's trying to leave your body. And if it doesn't leave your body because we're told to repress it and hide it, and you think about it, some of the most worst possible things that have happened to individuals, a lot of the times they're so terrified and they're in such a circumstance and situation that they have to hold on to it and grin and bear it. And then afterwards, they have to shut it down and pretend like it's not there. Could you imagine how much of a negative impact that has, not only on your physical body, that negative energy getting caught up in your organs and your different parts of your body? It shuts down your cells. It causes damage to your DNA, to your genes, your genetics, and it creates and manifests all the crazy thoughts, the monkey mind, all the belief systems that are not serving you, okay? Because at the time that you receive that trauma and that abuse, and just so you know, all non-love is abuse. All non-love that you receive is abusing you, just for the record. So all that non-love coming in, and then whatever the circumstance or situation is, might bring up thoughts of, why is this happening to me? I'm a good person. I'm blah, 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 blah. Well, that all gets twisted around and turned into, I'm not good enough. I'm not lovable. I'm not capable. I'm less than, blah, 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 blah. And all of those lower vibrational statements become the programs that you live and walk in this world with. So is it any wonder that everything's so difficult for people and that it's only getting more and more difficult in the world? Because most of humanity is living from their pain body. And the key to it is release the emotions in a healthy way. And if you can't do it in the moment, take it somewhere later and try and open it up again and get access to it and let the emotion out. And there is always a level of emotional release that's required. You can't tap it away. You cannot tap it away. You cannot listen to binaural beats or hypnosis or guided meditations and release it. It will not go away without some level of emotional reaction and response and release. Otherwise, it takes decades. And I can tell you this unequivocally, having been in the personal development industry and having trained with spiritual masters and shaman and NLP people, the world's best hypnosis people, and all of those different modalities for over 30 plus years. There's nothing that works if it doesn't involve the emotions. So back to manifestation, the emotion is what makes it real. It's what brings it into reality, and it's what brings the energy into it. Otherwise, it's no different than just looking at a blank wall, a blank picture. Okay, whoopee-doo. But if you're excited about that picture and it's the best thing in the whole wide world and you can see yourself living in it and it makes your heart sing and all of that, you will summon that into your life in one way, shape, or form, as long as it's in alignment with who you truly are and who you were born to be. So again, we come back to, it's so important to do the inner work, to let go of all the things that your parents told you need to be, or that society told you that you need to be. Who cares what society wants? Who cares what your parents say? Who cares what anybody says that you should and shouldn't be? It's about you being happy. It's about you being all that you truly are. And it's about you living your best possible life. But how can you do that when all this white noise is constantly vying for your attention and to pull you into the illusion? You can't. Not without going within. Not without removing all the non-love, all the programs, all the conditions, and all the things that are holding you back. Not possible. And that's what I teach. I teach you how to do that. I teach you how to do it effectively. I teach you how to master your reality and to work with this reality in a conscious way and to relinquish your control and hand it over to your higher self so that it can step in on your behalf and start doing the heavy lifting for you under your guidance with your permission. It's a two-way conversation too. Could you imagine getting all the guidance from your meditations and from spirit and knowing that, okay, this is what I need to do and this is what needs to happen and blah, 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 blah. It just makes everything so much more simpler, so much more graceful, and you enter that flow state 24/7. There's no stress, there's no fear. It doesn't mean that things won't happen. And it doesn't mean that initially, when you start doing this work, a lot of no love is going to come up. A lot of negative energy is going to come up and through you to leave, to allow you to work it through you, so that eventually you're just left with the essence of who you are. It's perfect, perfect, perfect. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe, and do all of that sort of stuff. There's links wherever, and just help me out here with the algorithm and helping to get exposure with and for as many people as humanly possible. I don't mind talking to myself. I enjoy it. I'm living it and becoming more of that every single day. So I'm grateful and I'm blessed, but it would be nice if others would also have the same opportunities that I do. And the cool thing about it is it's all free technically, right? It's just naturally who we are. And it always just comes down to unconditional love. And who doesn't want to feel more love in their lives? Even if everything I'm saying was wrong, wasn't even true, was just a figment of my imagination, I would much rather be in that world and be self-deluded than to be in the world that a lot of people live in, where they can't make ends meet, where they're struggling, where they're in fear, where they're sick, where they're stressed out, where things aren't working, and all of that. And my goal is simple, to give you the experience of that. That's it. You can do with it whatever you want. You have the experience of it. You become the master in your life. You become the master. Thank you.